Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another episode of Weekend Worldie. We are back in an MX-5, seem to be stuck in the MX-5 recently, a great little car. We're in D-Class, D400, around Spa on Forte. A great little car and track combination. The car's got 187 brake and street tyre compound, so it's quite slippery. And all things considered, for 187 brake, it's not actually that quick in a straight line. I was expecting it to be a little bit faster, but I think we top out at about 124-25 mile an hour on this straight here. And as I say, with those street tyres, it can be quite a handful. As you'll see on this lap, I do spend a lot of time just balancing the car with the throttle, trying to keep the car nice and settled. It is quite a fun car and track combination, with the track being so wide and the car actually being so slow. In all honesty, there's a lot of room for improvement, a lot of room to handle, a lot of room to throw the car around, and it's just great fun really. As you see, I'm just gonna sort of drift my way through this turn. There's lots of room for improvement. I think we can probably dip down into the 2-minute 45s if we do max this out. With it being such a low class car as well, there are so many different options for the build. I managed to settle on one which was, I thought, quite light for the class and quite a lot of power as well. But there's so many different combinations, even down to having the front rim size bigger, you know, maxed out, or the rear rim size maxed out. You can play around for days and days. Engine parts, everything. There's so many different combinations. But I managed to settle for this one. I'm obviously going to share this with you guys in the video. I will speed through that section. But if you do just want to hop on Forza, give it a go. I have shared the tune. Just search for my gamer tag. If you do like the tune, please let me know in the comments down below. It is definitely a work in progress, so just let me know what you think. If you do like the video, just give me a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can also let me know on Twitter @DavySkills_. And so yeah, that's the lap. We've got a 2-minute 46.7. Good enough for number one at the moment. I do expect that to be beaten relatively quickly, because as I say, there's lots of room for improvement. But there you have it. I've just shown you guys the tune. Very stiff tune. Had to try and balance the understeer and the oversteer of the car. It does seem to understeer still on corner entry, and then oversteer on the exit. Seems to sit down and overload the rear tyres. Something that, if you guys do want to tune out of it, you should look at doing, definitely. And now let's jump into the deep dive. So going into turn one, we're going to line up on the left hand side of the track and spot our braking point. Just a gap in the fence there on the left hand side. I sort of use that to gauge where I'm going to brake, and drop down the gears. We go all the way down to second, try and apply the power smoothly until we know we're not going to break traction, and then slam the throttle on, straighten up the steering a little bit to try and catch the slide, and then onwards into a rouge, which is flat. We are going to want to cut the curb on the left as much as possible without invalidating the lap, and then hug the curb on the inside. It sort of drags you up and around a rouge without losing too much speed there. And as obviously if you get that right, you carry the speed all the way down this straight. You can see the ghost I'm racing against there. It does sort of clip the grass on the left just there, and it starts to drop back ever so slightly just because it lost that half mile an hour or something. Then spot your braking point for turn 2. It's that little patch of light really. Down into 3rd gear, you sort of want to dive in because the car's very stable on entry. You want to abuse that, then half throttle round that whole section, up into 4th gear here, clip the curb on the inside. You can take that turn a lot better than I did. On to the next turn, braking point is the curb on the left, nice and easy. All the way down into 2nd gear for this turn, and again you just want to be half throttling, keeping it tight. Slowly apply the throttle up to 3rd, try and keep the car stable, and then you want to top out in 3rd gear, and that's when you brake for this left-hander. Nice and easy again, up to 4th, halfway round. That does normally stabilise the car, which might be a bit counterintuitive, but it does. And then normally I would get a better run down into this double left. So we're in 5th gear. There's a nice little patch of light there that I use as a reference. Keep it in 5th, and then just try and clip the curb on the inside, keep it smooth, and then you want to keep it tight on the exit because you do save a lot of time by doing that. Next little section, again quite tricky. You want to use that curb as your braking point here, down into 3rd gear. You want to sort of dive in, keep it tight. It's quite difficult, quite deceptive. You might get dragged to the outside nice and easy there. You can shift up to 4th halfway through that turn. I opted to wait until the exit. Again, braking point is the curb, quite easy spar, easy braking points, always using the curbs. Down into 3rd gear, dive in, abuse the fact that the car's stable on entry, and roll on that power. Flat out through all of this, nice and easy. As you can see on my lap, don't get it very good. The ghost behind me there, it is gaining on me all the time. This whole section, obviously nice and flat, nice and easy. The kink on the back straight, it's all about being smooth, all about trying to maintain the speed that you have, not scrub too much off, and then you're looking at spotting your braking point for the bus stop, which is very, very hard. Just sort of some tyre marks there that I've been using. Again, I'm not very good at this bus stop, it's a whole nightmare for me. Clip the curb on the inside, clip the curb on the inside on the exit, and then keep it smooth, get on the power as soon as possible without braking traction. Again, lots of room for improvement in this lap. I hope you guys do give it a go, and I'd love to see you guys getting the 245s. Catch you guys next time.